This forecast brought to you by Renault Winery's Winter Wonderland, a winter festival complete with skating, festival fare, entertainment, fire pits, and holiday magic. Plan your visit to Winter Wonderland today.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your lunchtime forecast. I'm Nor'easter Nick. A little delayed this afternoon because I was waiting for some forecast guidance to come in. Still no answers to the big questions we have out there, and I'll explain in just a second. First, let's focus on these temperatures. It is cold out there, but not as cold as yesterday. We were in the 20s for your Tuesday afternoon. Instead, we're at 37 in Hamilton, 34 in Tuckerton, 35 in Trenton, 37 in Media, 34 in Westchester, 33 in Norristown, 37 in Vineland, and Fortescue, 36 in the courthouse. So let's talk about our weather notes here. We've got another plunge coming our way. That's going to be setting up for Saturday with temperatures only getting into the 20s. Now that sets the foundation for a storm that's going to get here later in the day on Sunday. And right now I am still sticking with what I said a couple days ago. Both rain and snow are equally possible. All right, let's take a look at the Gfs Model One. We have a storm that's going to be just offshore on Friday morning. Not impacting our area, but it is going to be setting up the winds in a favorable direction for some tidal flooding, unfortunately. That is going to happen regardless of where this storm ultimately tracks. What you're looking at here is Sunday afternoon with the cold air in place, and I'm thinking that this is going to start as snow for everybody, even if it is a primarily rain event, because the cold air is dammed in at the surface. So a couple inches of snow possible for South Jersey, perhaps a little more up towards Delaware and Montgomery counties, Bucks County perhaps. But I really believe your best opportunity for heavy snow out of this is going to be, even west of Harrisburg, Bloomsburg, central Pennsylvania, maybe Hagerstown. That's where we are right now, at least. I do believe, my gut is telling me that this thing is going to end up a little farther east of where it's modeled, and then that just throws a wrench in everything. The piece of energy that we are waiting to see what happens, that's still way, 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 way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. That's nowhere near the mainland United States. It won't be here until Friday. So when that gets onto the mainland, we'll be able to have that upper air data, and that's going to further change the forecast, I believe. But at any rate, here's the snow coming in, and then you see that eventual transition over to rain, and look at where the yellows are. That shows you where the heaviest rain is going to be. And we could absolutely end up, if this verifies, if this track works out verbatim, which I think that the chance is pretty small because there will be changes, but you're looking at 1 to 2 inches of rain. This is after midnight on Monday morning. Luckily, at this time, we've got low tide happening. So I think we will avoid major tidal flooding, but it's still possible that moderate is on the table for Sunday night or maybe even Monday morning. Storm gets out of here. We turn cold and blustery and miserable behind that storm. Let's talk about the setup here so we have a general understanding of what's going to go on. There are multiple pieces that need to come together. This is a Miller B type situation, which I hate. Let's be honest here. They are the worst kinds of storms to forecast because they are reliant on so many things coming together. So in scenario number one, you've got a piece of energy that meets up with our primary low far south into like Illinois. And that helps nudge it a little farther back to the west. Also, high pressure off to the east builds back further west. And that means that the low is forced to ride inland through Delmarva, maybe even west of Delmarva. So that equates to some snow at the onset, but then a quick transition over to rain for the I-95 corridor point south, very heavy rain for South Jersey, and tidal flooding. Now, if that piece of energy to the north meets up a little later, say like over the Great Lakes, now you're going to catapult this storm to where it can ride up the coast. It's probably close to the coast and not an all snow scenario. There would likely be some wintry mix in there, but a better looking scenario than number one. The high would be a little farther to the east. Several inches of snow is possible, even if we do transition over to plain old rain. So today in the Wildwoods, let's go 42, Atlantic City 42, Hamilton at 40, Woodstown 42. If you're heading up into Edison and Freehold, 39, Asbury Park at 40, Toms River also at 40 degrees. For tonight, about 27 degrees, cold, but not as cold as last night. Going into tomorrow, partly sunny in the afternoon. Partly sunny in the morning, clouds will try to come through in the afternoon. And then another shot of big cold comes our way on Saturday, and it looks like for the next 8 to 14 days, we will end up in a below average situation. I think there will be several more opportunities of wintry weather. Here's your 7-day forecast. 34 on Sunday, 38 on Monday, and we stay at or below average.